Hi. So listen, in IELTS speaking, you will need to talk about the future, right? Maybe future plans, maybe predictions, or even speculations and guesswork, right? So today, I'm going to show you altogether 10 ways to express the future. This is going to blow your mind, and it will blow the examiner's mind too. Are you ready? Let's do it. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. Just a moment, right? Just one moment. I'm about to book a train ticket online. Okay, you see, next week I'm going to visit my friend in London. Yeah, I'm catching the train because I love watching the countryside pass as I travel. So listen, the train leaves on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Ooh. Oh, so I'll need to get up really early. Actually, I think I'll change it. That's far too early. Right, okay. Good. So I should get to London by 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Great. I'm spending 3 days there. Wow, so good. And then actually I might jump on a train to Manchester and go and visit the family. And actually, I could squeeze in a visit to Nottingham and go and visit my friend there. That's a nice idea. Yeah, if there's enough time, I'll do that too. So I'm just looking now at the weather forecast. Oh, it'll be raining when I get to London. Yeah, so I better take my raincoat and my umbrella. Maybe my English flat cap. What do you think? Great. So just thinking ahead as well, by the end of the week, right, I will have done a lot of traveling actually. So I think I better have a day's rest before going back to work. Yeah? Yeah. Great. Good. Sorted. Right. So that was me talking about some things going to happen in the future, right? All about the future. And if you're wondering, by the way, who is me? Huh? Who are you? My name is Keith, if you don't know. I run Keith Speaking Academy, the website, YouTube channel, English Speaking Success. And also, you should come and join us on my Facebook group. It's the Keith IELTS Mastermind community for IELTS Speaking, just focusing on IELTS speaking. Lots of activity, lots of exciting stuff there. Come and join us. The links are all down below. Now, let's get back to my future plans. So let's have a look now at some of the language I was using to talk about the future. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. Just a moment, right? Just one moment. I'm about to book a train ticket online. Okay, you see, next week I'm going to visit my friend in London. First of all was about to. I'm about to book, right? So about to we use to describe an action in the immediate future. Now that's relative. Immediate can be seconds, minutes or hours, right? In this case, I'm about to book a train ticket. It was in the next few seconds. Yeah. I'm about to catch a flight. Could be in an hour or two. But there's a sense of immediacy. That's the key thing. We often use it with just. I'm just about to. And it's great because we can use it when you don't want to do things, right? Like, for example, when your partner is asking you, can you help me with this? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just about to go out. Great for escaping the tasks other people want you to do. Okay, that's about to. Moving on. I'm going to. Next week, I'm going to visit my friend. So when do we use going to? With future plans. So when something is planned, in this case, right, I had a plan. I'd been in touch with my friend. We'd made a plan to visit or to meet up. So I'm going to visit my friend. Some of the organisation has already been done. Also, even if it's not a plan, it can be an intention, right? I'm going to visit my friend next week, come rain or shine. I don't care what happens. It's my intention. So we can use going to with a plan or an intention. Let's move on. Yeah, I'm catching the train because I love watching the countryside pass as I travel. So listen, the train leaves on Tuesday at 10 a.m. So I'll need to get up really early. Actually, I think I'll change it. That's far too early. Next, we've got I'm catching the train because, right? I'm catching the train. Now, that is the present continuous, but it's not now. Obviously, I'm not inside a train, am I, right? So this is used for future arrangements, things that have been arranged or you're arranging now, right? So I'm catching the train. That because I've just booked the ticket, right? So that's been arranged. I'm catching the train next week. I'm visiting the doctor tomorrow. I'm visiting the dentist tomorrow. It's been scheduled. It's been arranged already. We use the present continuous for these kind of arrangements or appointments. And then I told you that the train leaves on Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Why did I use the present simple? Because when we're talking about schedules or timetables in the future, we use the present simple, right? The train leaves at 10 o'clock is not, it is every day, but it's referring to a specific timetable in the future. Very simple, right? And now we come on to probably the most common use of the future form is will. So when do we use will? We use will, first of all, with predictions. When you predict something will happen. So I looked at the train timetable and I said, I will need to get up early, right? I'm predicting, according to the timetable, I will need to get up early. Notice, of course, with will, we make a contraction. I'll. It's got that lovely dark L. I'll. Tip of your tongue needs to touch your teeth at the front and your tongue kind of comes into that shape. I'll need to get up early. Right? Nice. So that is a prediction. Interestingly, so we use this a lot in IELTS Speaking Part 3. Very often you get the question, how will blah, 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 blah change in the future? Well, I think this will and that will and we will, right? You're predicting the future. For example, how will the way we work change in the future? I think we will work from home a lot more. I think we will probably use video conferencing a lot more. So that kind of prediction, great. And that's where you should be using will, or where you can use will. Now, another very common use of will is when you decide something right now. Yeah, okay, I'll get it. You hear the bell and you decide, I'll get it. Not I get it, I'll get it, because it is a future, but I've decided now. And so when I was looking at the train timetable, I thought, right, that train is too early. And in that moment, I decided I'll change it. I will change it. I'll change it, right? So when we decide something right now, we can use will as well. Haha, clever, hey? Let's move on. Right, okay, good. So I should get to London by 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Great. I'm spending 3 days there. Wow, so good. And then actually I might jump on a train to Manchester and go and visit the family. And actually I could squeeze in a visit to Nottingham and go and visit my friend there. That's a nice idea. Yeah, if there's enough time, I'll do that too. Right, and next now, let's have a look. This is all about the modals. I love modal verbs, don't you? Okay, first of all, should. So we can use should for a situation that is likely or expected in the future. right? Something expected. I should get to London by 10 o'clock. I expect to get there in the future. Now, you're probably familiar with should as advice. Oh, you should go tomorrow. That's advice. This is different. This is an expected future, right? I should arrive by 10 o'clock. We can also use might, may, and could for possible future activities or events. I might jump on a train to Manchester. It's a possible future activity. I'm not sure now, but I might do that. Or I could squeeze in a visit. Squeeze is to, when you've got limited time, but you want to do something, you can squeeze in a visit. A bit like fit in a visit. I could squeeze in a visit to my friend. It's a possible future action again. So all of these modals here can be used for the future. Notice I said also again, present continuous. I'm spending 3 days there. Why did I use the present continuous? Have I arranged to spend 3 days there? Yes, I have. I've got an arrangement, so therefore I can use the present continuous. Again, I'm spending 3 days there. Nice. Finally, I move on to this first conditional, right? Now, this is interesting because this is where so many people slip up. It's one of the most common grammar mistakes that we see in IELTS speaking. And you want to check out that video. There's a video up there or up there all about the top 5 grammar mistakes. But this one, right, is very, very common. If there's enough time, I will do that. If there is enough time in the future, so instead of saying if there will be enough time, which is the logical thing, we are totally not logical in English ever, or in England for that matter. If there is enough time, it's the if plus the present, and then the next clause is will plus the verb. Right? The most common mistake is, oh, if there will be enough time, I will do that. Don't say that. If there is enough time, I will do that. If there's enough time, contraction, right? If there's enough time, I'll do that. Try and say that. Good. Notice the intonation. Dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee. If there's enough time, I'll do that. Hunky-dory, very nice. So this first conditional, right, is used for things that we feel are likely to happen in the future, right? Clearly here, I'm going to visit my friends. I think it's likely, that there will be enough time. So if there's enough time, I will do that. Great, let's move on. So I'm just looking now at the weather forecast. Oh, it'll be raining when I get to London. Yeah, so I better take my raincoat and my umbrella. Just looking at the weather forecast, it's going to rain. Right, surprise, it will be raining when I get to London, right? This is the future continuous. Again, a very common use of a tense for the future. It will be raining, so will plus be plus the verb in ing. It will be raining. So this is simply to describe an action in progress, but in the future. Or an expectation about the future, right? I think it will be raining this time tomorrow. Looking at the weather forecast, it will be raining when I get to London, right? Not when I will get to London, when I get to London. Why? Because this is similar to the first conditional, right? It will be, comma, if plus the present or when plus the present. Another very common mistake. So when I get to London with the present, it will be raining. Future continuous. Now, we often use the future continuous to project ourselves into the future. especially when you're looking forward to something, right? You're thinking about your holiday next week on the beach. Oh, this time next week, I'll be sitting on the beach. I'll be drinking champagne. I'll be swimming in the sea. Right? Why? Because the continuous makes it vivid. It makes it feel like it's happening now. And it's a really powerful tense to use because you bring that image to life for the person you're speaking to, right? So it can be a very, very nice tense to use in conversation to make your conversation or your activity lively. Even though it's in the future, you're almost bringing it to the present by using the continuous, right? So again, thinking about IELTS Speaking Part 3, that question we saw before, how will blah, blah, blah change in the future? Shall I take my cap off? It's not raining. How will the way we work change in the future? Well, I think in the future, right, we will be working a lot more from home. We will be making a lot more video conferences, right? Now, I don't know if you can hear that, but what's happening is you're just making it more vivid and lively by using the continuous. You could say, we will work more from home. We will use video conferences. But notice there's a difference. We will be working from home. I can almost see the people sat at home working. There's a really different feeling of liveliness. So it can be a really nice tense to use. IELTS Speaking Part 3 for the future, right? Okay. So just thinking ahead as well, by the end of the week, right, I will have done a lot of traveling actually. So I think I better have a day's rest before going back to work. Yeah? Yeah. Great. Good. Sorted. And the next one here, by the end of the week, I will have done a lot of traveling. This is the future perfect. It's with will plus have plus the past participle. And basically, this is a completed action in the future. That may be an action that you have begun now, but maybe not begun yet. But at this point in the future, it will be finished, right? I will have done this, right? By the end of today, I will have finished this video. By Friday this week, I will have edited the video. These are actions that will be finished at a point in time in the future. We often use this tense when we're planning ahead and thinking about future plans. So in my example, right, with the trip, I was thinking ahead about not only the holiday, but starting work after the holiday. And by thinking ahead, I realized, I will have done a lot of traveling, so I need to take a day off before I go back to work. So when you're planning ahead, this is a nice tense to use. That's it. There we have lots of different ways of talking about the future. Now you might be thinking, but hang on, Keith, isn't there also the future perfect continuous? I will have been doing? Well, yes, right. But it is so strange and complex and confusing even for us that we very rarely use it, right? By the end of next year, I will have been living here for 4 years. It's very strange. It's correct grammatically, of course, but I wouldn't worry about it, right? Just focus on the ones that we've looked at here today. You've already got here 10 different ways of expressing the future. This will blow the socks off the examiner because, of course, IELTS Speaking, you want a wide range of grammatical structures. Using different tenses can help you do that. But do it naturally. Don't force it. Do lots of practice, lots of different questions, use it naturally, but be aware it's not just will and going to, right? There's a lot more different ways you can talk about the future. So I do hope that this has helped you understand more the future tenses and how to use them. If you haven't yet, check out the grammar series. There are other videos about grammar, how to use present tenses and past tenses, and the top 5 grammar mistakes. Really useful if you're about to take the IELTS speaking test. Also, just to let you know, if you're preparing for IELTS, I do have the online course, IELTS Speaking Success Get a Band 7 Plus. If you've done that course, and if you haven't, go and do it. Go and check it out. The links are below. But if you have done that course, you might like the next course, which I'm producing in the very, very near future, towards the end of October. It's Fluency for IELTS Speaking, a brand new course. It'll be on Udemy, and it will really help you with fluency, intonation, and building confidence. Great. Look out for that. Fluency for IELTS Speaking coming your way soon. Great. Listen, thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please do like it, of course. Leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you here again very, very soon. Take care, my friend. Goodbye.